So I wanted to do a quick update on what is now the Neanderthal Cold Plunge Tank 3.0. All the guts all the important parts are still the same as before, but instead of the frame that I originally had and then the straight products against the side of the container that I had in the 2.0 video, what I had done is I took away the Prodex insulation and replaced it with this 2-inch styrofoam board, which I cut as close as I can to make the shape match, and glued it to the side of the tank with polyurethane glue. And then when that's done, I wrapped it with Prodex insulation and filled in the gaps with this self-expanding polyurethane foam. And yeah, this is like a big gap and best stuff or great stuff and whatnot. Oh, and that's another thing other point I wanted to make is that is the chiller kicking on that's running on this timer here. And you'll see once it starts drawing water out of the tank what it's actually getting up to. But I run the tank for about 3 hours during the day and an hour or so at night. And you know, it's full. I'm not sure if you can see. Oh yeah, other thing, I insulated the inside, and this is attached with a polyurethane expanding foam behind it, so that this is pretty sturdy and insulates really well. So this is where the water level is. I have a thermometer because I do use the tank at night on occasion when it's not actually running. I was curious what the water temperature is, and right now we are at 56 degrees. So the chiller itself is set to 53, and you can see the temperature dropping pretty aggressively, and the chiller just kicked on. So because the circulation has been on, the circulation pump is also on the timer, so it just turns on. The timer runs this power strip, and that runs the pump and the chiller, nothing else. All the fittings is still the same, is still at the bottom. I haven't moved it because I don't really want to have multiple holes that are unnecessary in the system. And but this works way better than anything I've done before. You know, the insulation basically at a minimum is 2 inches everywhere, and the tank is not perfectly planar on the side, so the fit of the polyurethane, the styrofoam is not perfect, so I fill the gaps with the polyurethane, and it makes it you know, pretty straightforward. I wrapped the whole thing with this plastic wrap just to make it a little bit prettier, or at least not prettier, but just less ugly, and that works to some extent. I use these stairs to get up there. I have to step about at least up to here to be able to straddle the edge, and I'm kind of short, but this is, you know, basically like belly button level right now. So this is where it's at. It's it retains, as you could see. So it's about noon now. The system ran between 4 and 5 this morning, or more like 3 and 5 this morning, and it only went up, so it cools it down at that point to 53. It only got up to 56 now, so I can, and it's the thermometer says it's about 90 out here right now. So even at 90, it only got up to 56 degrees according to the tank thermometer. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, that's what the chiller is reading now. And then now it's gonna start cooling it down to 53. Anyway, same pool noodle insulation around the hoses that come out. The filter itself is still insulated just the way I had it before. That's a Prodex wrap with a duct tape around it just to keep it all together. It's a, you know, pretty straightforward setup. These are the 2 shutoff valves, so that if I need to service the filter or if I spring a leak, then those are the closest things to the tank that I can shut the system off. But it's been pretty trouble-free. So I'm pretty happy with it, and this one is much more efficient than anything I had before. But I did use, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 cans of polyurethane foam to fill in all the gaps. Maybe you can be better with your cuts on the styrofoam. But so it's a styrofoam, then Prodax insulation around it, then fill in the gaps, and then wrap it with plastic just to make it a little bit less hideous looking. I guess I could still work on the looks, but it is what it is for now. Anyway, that's it for today. Take care.